Hello and welcome to our Catalyst closeout video for the project Streamlining Cardano DApp Development with Open Source Badger. The project participated in Fund 12 of the Cardano Open Developers Challenge. In total, we received a funding amount of 115,000 ADA. The goal of this project is to build a Cardano open source badger. This means that usually most open source initiatives are tailored towards core infrastructure like building a programming language for Cardano DApp developers. But our idea is that some of the components are really similar across a lot of DApps. And one example are badgers. Badgers are used in all kinds of decentralized apps like lending protocols like Liquid, DeFi protocols like MinSwap. And new developers that now want to come to Cardano, they need to build a badger maybe for their specific use case. And they are faced with the challenge that they really need to start from ground up developing this again. And the goal of this Catalyst project is to build a starting template that projects can use to very easily plug in their own logic. A badger is needed on Cardano due to the following reason. Usually, if you interact with a smart contract, it is one unspent transaction output, and this UTXO can only be consumed by one person in a block. Now the problem is that you might have 10 people that want to do a specific action like trading a token. And what you do now is you use a badger that collects all of these, how should I say, swapping interests and executes them at once against this one unspent transaction output. And what we've developed is we kind of built an open source tool that uses this. And then what we did next, we kind of have a very modular structure that allows the, how should I say, easily plug in a specific application logic. And what we did is we are currently developing our linkage finance protocol. So what we did is we actually built a badger for the linkage finance protocol based on this template. That's also how our different milestones were structured. First, we kind of built this badger, and then we did a lot of testing. Then we kind of added our application logic, and now we are trying to do a lot of user outreach and education to also get other developers to kind of help us use this technology and also maybe implement it in their DApp. The project output is that we developed a fully open source repository. This repository includes all the details about how to run it, examples here, how the badger actually works, how the linkage finance application logic has been plugged in. We provide test files and all these different things. In the last section, so I will quickly go to our closeout report. In the last section, we also wrote multiple Medium articles that we published on our linkage finance account and also tweeted about that include examples. And what they also include is an explanation how our badgers work and what we achieved with this. Yes, I think this summarizes already our development journey. Of course, if you check the deliverables, we've done a really good job at testing it, gathering feedback, doing community announcements and all these things. But I think this video gives you a quick overview of what we've been doing. We would like to thank Project Catalyst for their help in making this project possible, the reviewers for giving us feedback, and of course we would also like to thank the community for giving us the chance to work on this project. It's really exciting, and our next step is to continue using this in our own framework, and while we do this, we will continuously upgrade it to the newest libraries, and of course we also hope to get other projects to contribute to the code and of course also use it in their DApps.